Let me share a reality about attraction that most men never truly understand. It is not about being the tallest person, the wealthiest man, or having the most handsome face in the room. It has nothing to do with flashy cars or practice pickup lines either. The real secret is found in the words you select, especially during those first vital moments. Right now, there are men having boring, forgettable talks with beautiful women, while other men are using just a few strong phrases that make women lean in closer, laugh more freely, and think about them for days afterward. So, what is the actual difference? It is psychology. After helping thousands of men and closely watching hundreds of real-life interactions, I found three simple but magnetic phrases that wake up her natural curiosity, help you stand out instantly, and create attraction without hard work. The best part is that you can start using these right away. You do not need special talents or tricks. One of these phrases works so well that women often message their friends about you right after hearing it. Another makes her pay attention to every word you say. And the third is my personal favorite for building instant sparks. If you are ready to change how women react to you in conversation, keep listening because I'm about to share all three. Let us talk about the moment when everything changes. That instant when a chat moves from polite small talk into something exciting. When her eyes light up, her body language relaxes, and you can feel a real bond forming. This is not luck. This is not magic. This is attraction science in action. I am John from Stoic Focus, and over the last 10 years, I have studied thousands of real-world interactions between men and women. What I found will completely change how you see dating. Most men make one huge mistake. They focus too much on what to say to impress a woman instead of focusing on how to make her feel. The truth is simple. Attraction is not about memorizing perfect lines. It is about understanding the emotional triggers that naturally pull someone toward you. Today, I will show you three phrases that act like secret keys. They go past logic and speak directly to her emotions. These are not pickup lines. They are not tricks. They are conversation shortcuts based on modern psychology research from Harvard and Stanford, tested in the real world with hundreds of my clients, and built on timeless rules of charismatic communication. One of these phrases can make you 83% more memorable according to a UCLA study. Another creates what experts call instant closeness. And the third is so strong that I have seen it work in less than 30 seconds. What makes this different from regular dating advice is simple. This is not about manipulation or mind games. It is about building real social skills that work in business meetings, at a bar, or anywhere you meet someone interesting. By the end of this, you will understand exactly why these phrases work, when to use them, and how to change them to fit your natural style. No gimmicks, no nonsense, just useful tools you can start using today. Let us start with the first phrase. This is the one I call the curiosity trigger. It is based on an unfinished thought. There is something important about how conversations work. When you begin to say something but stop before finishing it, people naturally become curious. This is not a trick. It is simply how the human mind works. We want a conclusion. We want to know the rest of the story. Here is how to use this in a real conversation. Wait for a moment when she shares something meaningful about herself. Maybe she talks about a hobby or tells a short story. Then you say something like this. You remind me of someone I know. Actually, never mind. There is something about you that no, it is not important. The way you said that made me think of something. Forget I brought it up. The key is to say it casually, as if the thought just crossed your mind. Do not deliver it like a rehearsed line. Then smoothly change the topic. What happens next is interesting. Her mind immediately starts wondering what you were going to say. She may ask you about it later or give you a curious look. This creates a natural back and forth. And when she does ask, and most of the time she will, you should be ready with a sincere observation, not about her looks, but about who she is. For example, I was going to say you have a very thoughtful way of explaining things. You come across as someone who is comfortable being yourself. There is a quiet confidence in how you talk about your work. This works because it makes the conversation more interesting than basic small talk. It shows that you are actually listening to her. It creates a natural flow instead of forcing attraction, and it makes you stand out from men who try too hard. Remember, this is not about playing games. It is about creating better, more meaningful conversations. Use it naturally, and it will help you connect in a more authentic way. Now let us move to the second phrase. This is the secret compliment, and it is the hidden key to making her feel truly seen. Here is why most compliments fail. The average attractive woman hears you are beautiful so often that it loses its power. By the time she reaches her mid-20s, she has built emotional armor against basic flattery. But what if there was a way to get past that armor and make her feel something real? That is where the secret compliment comes in. This is not about flattery. It is about observation. It works because it focuses on something deeper than her appearance. It speaks directly to her identity. Research from Princeton shows that compliments about skills create far more attraction than compliments about looks. Traits related to character are remembered much longer. Unique behaviors activate emotional reward centers in the brain. So, how do you give the perfect secret compliment? First, wait for the right moment. It should come after she shares something real. Second, make it specific. Do not say you are smart. Say the way you explained that shows real depth of understanding. Third, be honest. Only compliment what you truly notice. Here are examples that actually work. Most people would miss this, but you have a real gift for making people feel heard. I noticed it when you mentioned that earlier. You have a rare mix of confidence and warmth, and that is not common. The way your mind connects ideas is interesting. When you said that earlier, it showed a unique perspective. Delivery matters. Pause briefly before saying it so it feels thoughtful. Keep soft eye contact, not intense staring. Then move on naturally. Do not wait for her approval. Inside her mind, 3 things happen. First, surprise. She thinks he really noticed that. Then validation. She feels seen for who she is. Finally, attraction. She wants to be around someone who understands her. An advanced version of this is the observation compliment. For example, when you included Sarah in the conversation earlier, it showed strong social awareness. Most people are too focused on themselves to notice when someone feels left out. There are warning signs that show you are doing it wrong. If she only says thanks and stops talking, it was too generic. If she seems uncomfortable, it was too personal, too fast. If she questions your honesty, it was not specific enough. There is a deeper philosophy behind this. Marcus Aurelius once wrote to look beneath the surface. This style of compliment reflects that wisdom. When you recognize and express someone's deeper qualities, you show presence, perception, and emotional intelligence, traits that have always been linked with high-value individuals. Your challenge is simple. In your next conversation with a woman, compliment one authentic thing that has nothing to do with her looks and see how differently she responds compared to surface-level praise. Now we come to the third phrase. This is the reverse question. It is the psychological shift that makes her lean in. Here is a hard truth about attraction. The person asking the questions controls the conversation, but the person who reverses them controls the connection. This is not about games. It is about understanding how engaging conversations really work. When used correctly, this technique can turn boring small talk into an exciting exchange where she feels motivated to impress you. Most women experience the same pattern again and again. Men ask predictable questions. What do you do? Where are you from? What do you like to do? It feels like an interview. It is dull, and it puts all the pressure on her. The reverse question changes this dynamic by gently shifting the focus and inviting her to prove herself in a natural, playful way. She starts opening herself to you. There is a subtle shift in power, showing that you are selective, not just hungry for attention. It creates playful tension, the good kind that sparks attraction. And here is how to use it correctly. When she asks you a personal question like, "Why are you single? What do you do for fun?" Or, "What are you looking for?" You respond with something like, "Why do you think I am? What is your guess?" Or you say, "I could ask you the same thing, but I think I already understand." This is the psychology behind the magic. It creates curiosity. Now she has to think about you instead of simply answering a test. Many times, she will reveal more about herself while guessing. That intrigue, the feeling that you already know something, creates a deep and nice mystery. Here is a real-world example from one of my clients. She asked him, "So why is a guy like you still single?" He replied, "What is your theory?" She smiled and said, "Maybe you are too picky." He answered, "Interesting. What would make someone too picky in your eyes?" And just like that, they were having a real conversation instead of an interview. There are advanced ways to use this. One is the eyebrow raise. When you say, "I think I already know," pause for a moment and briefly look at her lips. Another is the slow smile. Let your smile slowly form as she answers to build natural tension. Then comes the bait and switch. After she answers, say close, but the real reason is more interesting. There are also common mistakes to avoid. Do not use this for basic factual questions like "Where do you live?" Do not overuse it, or you will seem like you are hiding something. And never use it without having a good answer ready in case she asks. The Stoic wisdom behind this goes back to Epictetus, who taught that it is not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters. This technique lives inside that idea. You are not just answering questions, you are shaping the interaction on purpose. So here is your mission. The next time a woman asks you a personal question, resist the urge to give the predictable answer. Flip it back in a playful way and notice how much more involved she becomes. Gentlemen, what you just learned is not just a conversation trick. It is a complete shift in how attraction works. These phrases work because they come from calm confidence, not desperation. They are not about manipulating anyone. They are about showing your best self in a way that naturally pulls people in. But here is the truth. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. So your mission this week is simple. Choose just one technique, whether it is the unfinished thought, the hidden compliment, or the reverse question, and test it in the real world. Watch how differently women respond when you stop chasing approval and start creating interest. I want to hear your stories. Drop a comment below. Which phrase connected with you the most? Where will you test it first? What was your biggest realization from this video? I read every comment and I personally respond to the most thoughtful ones. And for the men who are ready to go deeper, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week we are breaking down the 2-second eye trick that makes her chase you, a powerful technique used by charismatic men throughout history. Remember, this is not about collecting lines or playing games. It is about becoming the kind of man who naturally attracts strong connections through confidence, awareness, and authenticity. I am John from Stoic Focus. Walk in truth, gentlemen, and I will see you in the next. Now, let us talk about the next step in this journey, which is the 2-second eye trick I mentioned earlier. While words are powerful tools, the way you look at a woman often speaks much louder than anything you can say. Most men struggle with eye contact because they either look away too quickly out of nervousness or they stare too hard, which makes things feel uncomfortable. The secret to being memorable and making her want to know more about you is found in a very specific window of time. It is a moment of silence that happens right after one of you finishes speaking. Instead of rushing to fill the silence or looking down at your drink, you hold her gaze for exactly 2 seconds longer than usual. During these 2 seconds, you are not just staring, you are showing that you are present and comfortable in the moment. This brief pause creates a massive amount of healthy tension. It signals to her brain that you are a man who is not intimidated by her beauty or the situation. In the world of psychology, this is known as a high-status pause. It shows that you have nothing to prove and nothing to hide. When you do this correctly, you will notice her reaction almost immediately. She might blush, she might give a small smile, or she might even look down and then look back up at you with more interest. This is the moment when she begins to wonder what you are thinking, and that curiosity is the spark of attraction. To make this work, your facial expression should be relaxed. Do not tense your jaw or squint your eyes. Just maintain a soft, steady look. This trick is especially effective when combined with the reverse question we talked about. For example, after you ask her, "What is your theory?" you hold that eye contact for those 2 seconds before she answers. It turns a simple question into a shared moment of intimacy. This is how you move from being just another guy she talked to being the man she cannot stop thinking about. It is about the power of being still in a world that is always rushing. Practice this in your daily life, not just in dating. Try holding eye contact a little longer with the cashier or a colleague. You will find that people start treating you with more respect and paying more attention to what you have to say. It is a small change that leads to a big shift in your social value. As we move forward, remember that these tools are meant to help the real you come through, not to create a fake version of yourself. The goal is to become so comfortable with these techniques that they become a natural part of who you are. Next time, we will explore how to use your body language to match this powerful eye contact so that your entire presence sends a message of strength and warmth. Moving forward, let us look at the next phase of this process, which is how to handle the physical space between you and a woman. This is often called the comfort zone shift. Once you have used your words to create curiosity and your eyes to build tension, you must know how to move your body in a way that feels natural and not forced. Most men stay too far away because they are afraid of being rejected, or they move in too fast and make her feel trapped. The truth is that attraction grows in the small movements. Think of it like a slow dance where nobody is lead-footed. You want to use a technique called the lean back and wait. When you are saying something very interesting or a secret compliment, Lean in slightly to show she has your full attention. But, and this is the important part, as soon as you finish speaking, lean back and give her space to respond. This back and forth movement creates a rhythm that feels very comfortable to her. It shows that you are not trying to invade her space, but you are also not afraid to be close. Another key part of this is your hands. Keep them visible and relaxed. When a woman can see your hands, her brain naturally feels more safe and open to connecting with you. Avoid crossing your arms or hiding your hands in your pockets, as this sends a signal that you are closed off or nervous. Instead, use gentle gestures to emphasize your points. If you are sitting at a table, do not lean your whole body over it like you are attacking. Instead, sit at a slight angle. This makes the conversation feel less like an interview and more like a shared experience. When you combine this relaxed body language with the 2-second eye trick and the powerful phrases we discussed, you create an environment where attraction can happen all by itself. You are no longer working hard to make her like you. Instead, you are simply providing a space where she feels excited to be around you. This is the difference between a man who tries to catch a butterfly and a man who builds a beautiful garden so the butterfly wants to land there. Your goal is to be the garden. In our next talk, we will go over how to handle the transition from a great conversation to actually making plans to meet again without any awkwardness. This is where many men lose the progress they made, so it is vital to get it right. Moving into the next stage, let us talk about the smooth transition. This is the part where you move from a great conversation to making a real-world plan. Many men do a great job building attraction, but they fail at the very end because they become nervous or ask for a phone number in a way that feels like a chore. The secret is to stop asking for permission and start making invitations. This is based on the idea of leadership. A woman is more likely to say yes when a man shows he has a plan and a vision, instead of saying, "Can I have your number?" or "Would you like to hang out sometime?" You should connect the plan to something you already talked about. This is called the bridge technique. If she mentions she loves coffee, you say, "You seem like you have good taste in coffee. We should check out that small shop downtown. Give me your number and I will send you the details." Notice how this is not a question, but a natural next step. It feels easy and low pressure. When you do this, maintain that same calm eye contact we discussed earlier. If she says yes, do not act overly excited or surprised. Just act like it is exactly what should have happened. This shows that you are used to having high-quality women in your life. If she seems hesitant, do not push. Simply smile and say, "No worries, I enjoyed our talk anyway," and walk away with your head held high. This level of detachment is incredibly attractive because it proves you do not need her approval to feel good about yourself. Most of the time, seeing that you are willing to walk away actually makes her more interested in you. Once you have the number, the game does not end. You must keep that same mystery and energy in your text messages. Do not start sending long paragraphs or checking in every hour. Keep it short, playful, and focused on the plan. Use the same psychology of the unfinished thought by not giving away every detail of your life over a screen. Save the best stories for when you are face to face. By following this path, from the first curiosity trigger to the final smooth invitation, you are showing that you are a man of action and confidence. This is how you build a connection that lasts longer than just one night. Now, let us move into the final piece of the puzzle, which is the mindset of the prize. This is the psychological foundation that makes everything else work. You can use the perfect phrases, hold eye contact, and have great body language. But if you do not truly believe in your own value, women will eventually feel that something is off. Most men go into a conversation trying to see if the woman likes them. This is the wrong way to look at it. Instead, you should be the one deciding if you like her. This is a subtle but powerful shift in energy. When you enter a room or start a talk, your internal goal should be to find out if she is interesting, kind, and worth your time. This is what it means to be the prize. It changes your tone of voice and makes you less likely to try too hard to impress her. When you are truly selective, it creates a natural challenge that women find magnetic. They can sense that you are not just looking for any woman, but the right woman. This leads us to the concept of social abundance. A man who feels he has many options is never desperate. Even if you are not dating anyone right now, you must act with the calmness of a man who has a full life. This means having hobbies, goals, and a purpose that matters more to you than a single interaction. When a woman sees that you have a world of your own, she naturally wants to be part of it. This is where the Stoic principles we talk about at Stoic Focus really come into play. It is about being steady and grounded regardless of the outcome. If the conversation goes well, that is great. If it does not, that is also fine because your value does not change based on her reaction. This mindset protects you from the fear of rejection and gives you the freedom to be your most authentic self. It allows you to use the curiosity triggers and secret compliments with total ease because you are not attached to a specific result. You are simply enjoying the moment and testing the chemistry. This is the ultimate secret of charismatic men throughout history. They are not looking for a way in. They are simply standing in their own truth and letting others come to them. By combining these psychological tools with a strong sense of self-worth, you become a man who does not just talk about attraction, but lives it every single day. This is the end of our 3-part series on the phrases and mindset that change everything.